My psionic warriors attack. They're gonna get me. They're gonna demonetize me for threats of violence in the first 10 seconds. They're gonna get me. Oh my god. Hello. Robin, Jam Drop, Ninja, Thomas, John Turner, Pixel Winterfox, The Lesbian Child, Penguin. I'm working with new filters. I tried to make it work correctly. Unfortunately, I can't just set it to make my hair rainbow, because it's not all the same color. Ooh. This saturation's really bad. I need to fix this. Ugh. These plugins, you know. Something about luminosity. Or like that. Maybe more like that. Oh, Tiger Shark. Hello, 6ix9ine. That guy. Undefined. Marilyn Brony. Yeah, that's everybody. It's a new plugin. I can have different features. It's so fancy. I can be purple. I can be green. I don't have to have the lights on in my room to do this. I do wish I could just like make my hair rainbow, but like I don't have the technical know-how to do that. Anyway, I am tired. It's Happy Pride. It's finally... Okay, listen. This cringe, but I don't actually own any rainbow socks. Well, I didn't. So I'm going out in my rainbow shoes and like Canada socks, because those are the most colorful socks I have. But I managed to get rainbow socks at the event. I bought 2 pairs for $6. That's a great deal for socks. Everything was half off, including the box full of buttons that were very clearly water damaged. I was like, oh, I might want to buy this rainbow pin. Oh, it's got rust inside it. Never mind. If it was like an intentional aesthetic, that would have been cool, but unfortunately it looked like it had a disease, so I didn't want to touch it. Feeling extra gay right now? Very nice, very nice. But your heart is broken. Yeah. It's a happy Pride month, and we had to wait forever for the parade to show up. Like, seriously, they were like, oh, it starts at this time. I saw it like an hour later. Still haven't figured out a plug-in to make this a random video every time.
Kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it?
The House Hippo says Happy Pride Month.
Canada and the eastern United States.
The United States has never seen a house hippo. That's a lie.
Rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked.
I want to go to Pride so badly, but I gotta wait for the day it's scheduled. Well, that is how that works.
The favorite foods of
The broken heart is a VTuber thing? Oh my god. Did they graduate?
They build their nests in bedroom closets using lost mittens.
Am I sick? No, I'm just tired. Listen, it takes a long time to get away from my home.
About 16 hours a day.
Just...
That looked really real.
It did look real. Just, okay, so it takes a long time for me to get anywhere around here. Just travel time is absolutely ridiculous. I look at the bus schedule and they're like, okay, if you want to get down where the Pride Parade is, it's going to take you like 40 minutes. If you bike, though, it'll be 29. I don't feel like biking today, though. So I took the bus down and I walked home. And it was a very long walk. It's difficult to get here and there. He got a job at the weed store. Girl who transitioned also works there. I don't know how to tell you this, but you kind of need to be more normal about trans girls. Like a woman also works at the place you work. It's just, like, what? Mingles, you're here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I bought a mini rainbow pin and rainbow shoelaces for my rainbow shoes. It's gonna look so cool out of all the rainbow shoes. Finally. Do you know how hard it is to find colorful shoelaces? It's so hard. It's so hard. I'm a gaming fake. I'm an RGB. There are other rainbow things in here. Let me check the filters. It's a user-defined shader. That's what they call it. But I could do other things. I could do other things. There's 2 other RGB things in here, I think. And 3. What does this do? Ooh, that gives me all of them. It's a spinny. It's a wheel. One more color depth. Ooh, that's so fancy. Oh, this is very artsy. I'm artsy. Rainbow boo bases. Why? Have a rainbow house too? I can't live in a house. I'm a millennial. See the Animal Crossing with guns game? Stop adding guns to Nintendo properties. This is tiresome. Struggling so much to find a good binder. I don't know how you feel. Like, I had one. It wasn't great. But then I lost like 20 pounds and now it's too big. It's not binding shit. I'm slowly working my way up. I'm also wearing it's a black shirt, but it has a rainbow heart on it. I don't know. I feel like people were looking at me weird. Maybe like a black shirt is like... Maybe that's like bad luck. You have asexual shoelaces? Oh, that's very nice. See, the thing is, I'm a big fan of colors. You guys know me. I like pretty colors. And, like, if there's one thing that pride flags have a lot of, it's pretty colors. I don't want to do, like, stolen valor or anything, but I have to say, I would just... I'm a fan of the asexual flag. But if I put the asexual pin on my bag and I'm not asexual, I feel like that's rude. It has purple on it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Now listen up, here's the story about a little cat girl in a rainbow world. Oh, thank you, Marilyn Brony, for being a real faker for 27 months. Thank you. Nintendo should make a Battlefront like Metroid. What does that mean? I don't get it. Are they making Metroid like Battlefront or Battlefront like Metroid? Depending on how hot it was. I didn't think it was that. It was pretty windy, but when it got sunny, it was kind of unbearable. I was sitting on the side of the road without any shade. I am very eepy. Where's my eepy face? My eepy is... I do look a bit like a sad puppy when I'm tired, so it is fine. This is my tired face. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. Just put all the flag pins on your bag. Okay. I got one. It's like a little ghost, but it has the stripes on. The label said it was a queer flag. I just assumed that's like all of them, so I figured that'd be fine for me to have. I assume. I don't know. Just like, I don't really have a label for myself personally. I figure that works. It kind of just looks like a pastel version of the rainbow flag, to be quite honest. Happy Father's Day for tomorrow. We got any fathers in chat? This face looks too sad. I need to make a better tired face. Surprised you never streamed Indigo Park. I don't care for that kind of thing. They saw it as fucking SoCal? Yeah, I can imagine. Battlefront is a third-person shooter Star Wars game. Oh, I thought that was like a Call of Duty game. No, wait, that's Battlefield. My fridge is making noises. Oh, okay. So you want, like, Metroid to be, like, a spacefaring adventure that, like, kind of seems like it actually takes place in space? You know, I did see somebody, you know, I posted this on Tumblr. If a Pride event is proof of anything, it's that nobody owns an iron anymore. Just so many Pride flag capes. I know there was a dude, like, selling them, and they were folded, so that might have been where they were getting them, but just so many, like, fold lines on these Pride flags. I saw, I think it was, is it omnisexual or omnigender? I don't know. It's got a lot of colors I like. Fan of that one, yeah. Have a dad bod, does that count? No, you're not. No, you're not fathers, but daddies. Okay. Right. Got an audience full of doms, I'm sure. Watch Vampire Dormitory? I haven't watched anything. I'm still trying to finish, like, a certain live stream. You're getting heat warnings for the area I'm in? Well, I'm fine and normal, and everything's cool here. I don't even have the air conditioning on. That's how powerful I am. My mom came to visit to, like, drop something off, and she was like, why the fuck is it so hot in here? And I'm like, it's not hot in here. You're wrong. It's normal. It's 24 degrees. It's fine. Ever thought about streaming New Vegas? Takes too long. I don't like those long games that are long and take too long. You don't iron? Iron deficiency. Call me anemic the way I don't iron. Heat wave next week in my area. Oh my god. Ranking pride flags based on how cool the flags look. I think the pride flag tier list. Some of the pride flags I've seen are pretty F tier. I'm sorry. Label me a hater forever, but the colors on the pansexual flag just don't work together. They don't. Fairly certain not feeling hot while it's really hot is bad, but it's not hot. It's 24 degrees. That's like indoors. That's fucking normal. It's normal. It's so normal. Don't iron the way I get dizzy when I stand up. Oh, that was me. But I've been eating so many carrots so I don't get dizzy. Bisexual lighting? Yeah, I guess the other colors are kind of blending in with my blue shirt, but it's a rainbow. What are the? I have other RGB lighting in here. I just go look at it. Just find shaders, RGB split. What does that do? Ooh, no, that looks really bad. Oh, that's scary and bad. No. That one's just dark. I don't know what the hell the point of this one is. Oh, it lets me pick them. Ooh, look at me, I'm blue. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die. Yo, listen up. Here's a story about I don't know the lyrics. What if I made myself purple? How does this work? Oh, I'm so red. Oh my god. I'm purple now. Let's just go back to the pinwheel. Oh, that's so silly. Put me back in the wheel. Where's the wheel? Color depth. Yeah, that's a little too dark. There you go. I'm so colorful. I'm very colorful. I can also apply it to specific colors. So now it's just on my shirt. And it looks bad. That's so fun. It's such a fun little effects pack. There's also one where it can look like there's rain on a window. Oh my god, right, the pinwheel of death. I remember that. When I was a kid, the school library had Macintoshes, like Apple computers for the computers. Yeah. And like, nobody's accounts had passwords, so you could just log into anyone's accounts. And after people started logging into like younger kids' accounts and putting inappropriate pictures as their background images, they put passwords on them. They also remove the ability to change your background. It applies specific effects to specific colors. You can do your rainbow hair. I've tried that. I'll show you what happens. Hold on. There. Jesus.
You're a real faker?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you, Penguin, for being a real faker for 6 months. That was scary. Anyway, here's what happens when I try to do it to my hair. Because my hair's a bunch of different colors. It only gets part of my hair. I think I'd have to change my model so that like all of my hair is like the exact same color, like a green. It's pretty bad. It's fun though. Over time, I've come to appreciate the OS despite being a pain sometime. I'm still not switching to Apple. And I'm not upgrading to Windows 11 either. They can't make me. They can't make me. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. I'm tired. Linux Master Race. See, that's it. Like, I turned on my computer the other day. I turned it on. And they gave me a massive full screen thing that was like, yo, we are dropping support for this OS.
You're a real faker?
Thank you, TJ Tharp, for being a real
That's
faker.
so
You've been a real faker for 2 years. You get a purple star. You get a purple star. You get a purple star. Yay. Thank you. And they tell me, they say, we are dropping support for Windows 10, whatever version I have, in October of 2025. I don't think they should be allowed to do that until their one operating system past the current one. Right? Like, am I crazy? When they dropped support for Windows 7, I'm pretty sure they were like already 2 versions ahead. You can't just drop support for the previous version while you've only got one out. That's BS. It's bullshit. And Windows 11 is stupid. They were finally like, oh, you know what, we need to be more like Apple. Because, like, I know what iOS looks like. I used it as a child. It looks like iOS. And they put AI into it. They put AI into it, the bad kind. I don't want that. I don't want bloatware. I don't want ads in the file search. I don't want spyware being default. They're putting that in there. They're putting it in. So, like, there's like a post that's been going around Tumblr, like, making fun of people who use the freeware version of shit. Like, I use GIMP instead of Photoshop because I don't really understand how Photoshop works. And, like, I understand GIMP. I know it's harder to use, but I understand it. And then there's, like, a screenshot of a 4chan post. It's like, oh, Linux computers, like, aren't compatible with, like, other software, and using your own weird freeware version of everything is really inconvenient. And I'm like, I will take that inconvenience just so I don't have to deal with Microsoft's bullshit. Okay? I'm going to be very clear with you. Like, they make versions of Linux that look like Windows. They do. They have versions of Linux that look like Windows 10, that function kind of the same way. It's like, oh, it's a little less convenient, truth be told. But that is the price you pay for freedom. Microsoft said Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows you'll ever need, and they're trying their damnedest to make that true despite Windows 11 and 12 being a thing. Is Windows 12 announced? Because if they make Windows 12 and it still looks like Windows 11, just, like, goodbye. I guess I'll be saying goodbye to my Windows operating system and figuring out how to do Linux. So how do you do that? Like, do you just, like, take all your files and shit, put it onto an external drive, and then you just install Linux, and then you put all your files back? You gotta re-download all your games? Linux can do Steam, right? I'm gonna be able to run Lies of P on Linux, right? Windows 12 is an alpha? More like beta, because it's a beta software. Boom. Alpha male for life. Fake OS. Oh, I could be Clippy. I'll be your Bonzi buddy or whatever he's called. Can wait for Windows 12 when they make your computer explode if you don't pay them $50 a month. Yeah, seriously. You can't just buy anything. It all has to be subscriptions now. Which is why I'm going freeware versions of everything and sailing the 7 seas for everything else. There are people that are just like, who cares if Adobe is going to steal the artwork that you save in their cloud servers using Photoshop? Who cares? Using GIMP or free versions of stuff is bad, okay? Because I find them hard to use. That's basically what the argument is. Like, everyone's just like, don't tell me to use GIMP because GIMP is bullshit. And I'm like, you don't understand her the way I do. Like, it's just like, you know, in a horse movie, like, the horse girl has to tame the wild horse that nobody else can ride. That's me with GIMP. Watch Windows 13 and 14. Listen, they better not fuck up Windows 13. Because, like, there is a timeline where I could be, like, in Linux, and then they come out with Windows 13, and, like, they got rid of all the AI shit and the bad UI decisions. I could switch back. Just because I like the number 13. Spirits starring Matt Damon is the movie? What, you mean the animated movie? I'm talking about any other horse movie. Just any horse movie. Pig wants to tame Gimp. Yeah, man. Get at me. You will never understand me. It's about a wild horse being tamed. Fine. I am not indigenous, though. I'm like the lonely country girl who gets made fun of at school for living on a farm. FOSS or free open source software can be very good. If you need an alternative to Microsoft Office products, I'd highly recommend LibreOffice. I'm using LibreOffice. That's my shit. It's the exact same as Windows, as Microsoft Office. It is. It's the fucking same. Does Racing Stripes count? Wait, is that the one where, what's his face? What, I don't, that kid from Malcolm in the Middle, he races a zebra. Hello, Dan Gaming. My friends told me to learn using GIMP. I just used it for pixel art. I've used it for pixel art too. I'm really bad at it though. Too dumb to use open source. Okay, fine. Stick to Photoshop. Fine. Whatever. I don't care if it's more convenient. Whatever. Oh, I had fun. Yeah, I had fun. There was like gonna be like a drag performance, but I was getting kind of overwhelmed, so I left. There were a lot of people there. I'm mad at Microsoft for over a decade because they sit on Banjo-Kazooie IP and copyright anyone who tries to do anything. I mean, Ukulele exists, so you at least got that. And they're in Smash. They're not making a game, though. They had their chance this year. They didn't bring it up. Not a word. No Silk Song either. It's not coming out this year. They lost the source code. I'm certain of it. It's not real. It's not a real game. Big crowd make big sad. Like, really? This... Everybody's coming out for this shit. Like, there's I've never been to a pride parade before, because I always forget that they're on. The only, like, even slightly negative thing I heard about it, because, like, it's hugely popular, I guess. The only negative thing I heard was I was on the bus, and this old lady was like, somebody else got on and they had like a rainbow streamer or something, and she's like, going to the gay parade, I presume. And they're like, yeah, it starts in about an hour. And she's like, oh, good reason to stay out of downtown. I'm just like, okay, go be grumpy somewhere else, lady. I mean, like, I guess I get it. There actually was somebody there in one of the shops that that was like, hey, is there a parade going on today? Just had no idea. They don't really advertise it that well, I don't think. What do you think they'll do for the Nintendo Direct? Are they going to do one this month? Because as far as I know, Nintendo only announces that they're going to do one like a day beforehand. I used to always miss them because, like, they just announce them randomly and I would completely miss it. Notepad++. Windows has a standard Windows notepad. Like, you mean Notepad? Like that thing I used to take ideas down? Notepad++ is for coding, right? I used that in school. Drag is where things go too far? What do you mean? You don't like pageantry? You don't like people lip syncing? What's the issue? Answer. Quickly. Who wants to use Blender to make 2.5D animations? How does that work? Nintendo Direct is supposed to be on Tuesday? I don't believe you. I think you're making that up. I think you're telling tales at a school. You know what? I need to find more like euphemisms for lying. So like whenever somebody says something to me that I don't believe, I could just be like, you're making things up. You're pulling the wool over my eyes. Grease pencil is used to draw 2D characters. Anyone who can't cope with drag would never survive panto season in the UK. I don't know what that is, but I mean, anybody who can't cope with drag just can't fucking cope. The fact we have except they're normal? What does that even mean? Say untruth. Yeah, that's an untruth. That's an untruth thing. Where does Nintendo announce these things? Is it on Twitter? Is it Instagram? I don't have any of these things. It got leaked by Among Us? What do you mean? I know those guys were at the Game Awards that they say more info coming on this date. And everyone was like, what? And they were like, it's Nintendo Direct. And yeah. Look, Nintendo is... They're a bunch of shitheels, but I wish they'd at least, like, announce these things ahead of time so people could prepare for them. Like, fuck. I know they hate co-streamers with a passion, like they hate everyone. But, like... Ugh. Remember when, like, I feel like I'm fucking crazy, because no one ever brings this up anymore. Never been to Pride Any Good? Yeah, it was cool. I saw several down with cis buses. Holiday Christmas plays done by the local community. Oh, very nice. Yeah, no, does anybody remember the Nintendo YouTube partner program where if you didn't sign up with them to do, like, revenue sharing with them, you literally weren't allowed to stream Nintendo games? They would copyright claim you and take your video down for showing their games? Like, they used to do that. I got copyright claim for showing fucking Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It's embarrassing. They were just like, unless you give us part of the money you make streaming our games, we're gonna take your video down. Like, as streaming got bigger, obviously they knew they couldn't get away with that anymore, so they stopped doing that shit, but it was 100% not okay. Like, there were people that would stream Switch games where they filmed the TV just so they wouldn't get, like, caught by bots. Nintendo only likes money, but they don't, though. They don't like money. Because otherwise, they would make it so that you could buy their games. Like, there are so many old games that, like, you can't even buy anymore and aren't on the stupid, like, retro thing you gotta pay a monthly fee for. They don't let you buy their games. To be fair, I thought that was still a thing. No. They can't get away with that shit anymore. Seriously. If we lived in a world where Pokemon, let's say Sword and Shield, was unable to be streamed or Let's Played by anyone, there would be fucking riots, okay? There was a delisted Among Us trailer on GameSpot, and that's why the internet keeps screaming that the Nintendo Direct will be on Tuesday at me specifically. Okay, well, I don't buy that. I'll take the day off, though. I'll do that. Nintendo makes a myriad of interesting business decisions because, yeah, I don't know. Well, it's because, like, they operate like a toy company, right? The idea of amiibos, isn't that... Amiibos are DLC, right? Like, for Splatoon, you could buy those amiibos with the outfits and then you could have them in game. It's basically a DLC that there is a physical limit on, which is insane. Like, who would ever think of that? But, you know, you can just, like, if you go on Amazon, you just buy cards with the codes on them. LOL. Even though Nintendo started as a love hotel, incorrect. They had love hotels. They started as a card game company. I know this because I did a mini documentary on the history of Nintendo when I was in high school for film class. They sold Hanafuda cards, just so you know. The attack on Vim's lair, that was fucking bullshit. Vim deserved better. Like, if game companies are not going to preserve their history, then it's up to pirates to do it, and they should not be attacking them for doing so. I don't know. It's like it's very... They have some very traditionalist policies. The only thing I'll give them credit for is for making that character from Paper Mario trans in the English version as it should be, and also removing the transphobia about Luigi in a dress, apparently. I saw a comparison come up from someone I was following on Tumblr. Like, this Bob-omb character was like, oh god, it was so horrifying to see Luigi in a dress. And then in the new version he was like, oh, Luigi was so fucking clumsy in heels, it was terrifying. Yes, Vivian. It's a ghost with a hat? I don't know. Just... Chuds online getting so uppity. Like, these are the people that will, like, point to the original Japanese of, like, a translated trans character's dialogue and be like, see, they just said that they just said they meant this. They didn't mean they were actually trans. And then you go back to the original version on Vivian, it's just like, oh, yeah, she's fucking trans. Like, you have no argument. Oops. Sucks to suck, loser. Luigi thing is weird because I always read that as a thing against Luigi more than a thing against trans folks. I mean, I don't think they should be hating Luigi either because he's important. But yeah, sure. It's just, it could specifically be like, Luigi in particular was not looking great in that dress. Like, maybe it just, like, wasn't working on him. But you have to admit from the context, it does kind of sound like, just like, oh, we don't like him because he was wearing a dress. I get why they changed it. Especially after Mario was in a wedding dress in Odyssey, like, there's precedence for this. The Mario Bros can wear dresses. It's just, that's canon. I don't understand why people care this much about this kind of thing. Okay. Listen, you know me. Kind of holding a grudge against the Metal Gear series. But they showed that lady in that trailer for the remake of that one game, and everyone was like, oh, she's so ugly now. She looks exactly the fucking same. They're just like, they're like, oh, she looks like a man. I'm just like, you've just never seen a woman not wearing makeup before. And like, why would she look like super girly and feminine in an active combat situation? Like, what the fuck? Yet they canon on stars. I'm choosing to believe, like, just for my own sanity, that it's just a limitation of modeling. Because in BASIC, they have put the boys in drag. There's a few cards where they are legitimately in dresses, But I think they don't do that anymore for the MV outfits because they've already seen how it goes with all the capes and, like, coattails and shit. They put a skirt on those boys, their legs are gonna be clipping through it, like, second one. No way they aren't. They gotta be able to let those boys kick. They can't do that in the skirt. They don't have that kind of technology. Quiet? No, what was it? Is it 3? The blonde woman. I don't know her name. She shows up and I think she has a gun. I don't know. She was in the trailer. I don't know the game. The boss? Maybe. I have no clue. What are those giant robot things called a Metal Gear? Aren't they the Metal Gear? Is their gears made of metal? Luigi has worn Peach's dress multiple times, both before and after Thousand Year Door. Exactly. Luigi is trans. Hello, ambiguous. Happy Pride. I am rainbow now. I'm fabulous. You think it's the boss? Okay. Who made her the boss? Ava from MGS? Who the fuck is Ava? It's talking about trans stuff and it summoned me. It's not even like really trans stuff. It's just like dudes who have never seen women not fully made up wonder why. Thinking that just like average looking women look like men. Just... I feel like anyone who's seen enough Humans can tell you that, like, the sexual dimorphism between human men and human women is not that great. Like, it's not that big of a gap. It's really not that hard for a man to look like a woman and a woman to look like a man. It's really not. The difference is not that big. Shit around Fable 4 was disgusting. I don't know if I saw that trailer. Yo, calling her ugly when she's just not. No, that's true facts. Like, what was it? The Horizon Zero Dawn. People were, like, bitching that, like, in the high-quality renders, you could see, like, facial hair on the character, even though everybody has some facial hair, because, like, we evolved from fucking monkeys, and we just have hair on our bodies. Like, she just has, like, some peach fuzz just on her cheeks, because that's what women look like. Oh, mammals have hair, even whales? What? Boys naturally look pretty with makeup, I see. What? Everybody looks pretty without makeup. Stop wearing makeup. Stop wearing makeup. I'm sorry, it's just... You see those Tumblr posts that's like just a reminder that you don't have to wear makeup. Like, you're not less of a woman or, like, less worthwhile for not wearing makeup. And then everyone in the comments is just like... Honestly, all you need is, like, a bit of concealer and mascara, and that's all you need for like, just basic going out look. And everyone... And OP's like, no, I mean, like, you don't have to wear makeup at all. And everyone's just like, honestly, just, like, a bit of lip gloss, that's fine. Just, they cannot conceive of not wearing any makeup whatsoever. Like, if you're gonna put something on your face, at least just sunscreen, because that... You know, skin cancer is very dangerous, but, like, other than that, you don't need to put shit on your face. Like, you don't have to. It's not a requirement. You can if you want to, but, like, who fucking cares? I understand social pressures. There are people who are terrified at the possibility of going out without like a bit of cover up on because they don't like their natural look, but you don't have to wear makeup. People would pay you to wear mascara? Really? Do you look that good with mascara that people are gonna pay you? Are you a model on the side? Mingles, if you're a model, you have to tell us. Are you secretly fabulous? I'll wear just mascara if I'm feeling lazy. What does it do, though? It's like eyelashes. You just put color on them? On your eyelashes? Never understood why girls wear makeup in the first place. I mean, there's a long and storied history going back thousands of years. It's ancient times, people wearing makeup, but like, you really don't have to. Men in ancient China would have long hair. Oh yeah, like in those dramas. Those guys are looking pretty fabulous, to be fair. Lip gloss serves a practical purpose. Yeah. This lip gloss is poppin'. That's what it does. Well, I mean, that's chapstick. Like, chapstick stops your lips from getting chapped. Lip gloss makes them look glossy. That's the point. Waiting for an IPL machine to get rid of my 5 o'clock shadow. What are the... Is it like those things you used to see on like the Just for TV advertisements? Which like only on like, I don't know. You see them on like those commercials where they're just like, it like shoots a ray at your face and then your hair falls out? That? My lashes are normally blonde, so mascara makes them actually visible. Oh. So you're just coloring your lashes. Lip gloss does it too? Okay. Well, I've never worn lip gloss, so there you go. I've worn chapstick. Sorry. I've worn chapstick only in the most desperate of moments. In the winter. Whew. Like, man, my lips get bad in the winter. If I wasn't staying home all the time with a humidifier, just like... It honestly gets to a point, like, this is kind of gross, but it gets to a point where instead of just, like... My lips are peeling, but obviously I don't want to pull the skin off, because that makes them worse. I'm taking, like, a little really tiny pair of scissors and just cutting the dead skin off. It's unsafe and I don't recommend it. Never hurt myself doing it before. Makes it way easier to deal with texturally. That's the issue. I don't like the texture of chapped lips. I also don't like the texture of chapstick. I don't like any of it. I don't like stuff on my face. The rumor come out, does fake ASMR is gay. I could be gay. Well, maybe. I don't know. Listen, that's the thing. I might have to turn in my gay card because I've never actually dated a woman. I didn't kiss a girl. I have mixed feelings about it. Aquaphor is a lifesaver? What is that? And that was before I had girls in school jealous on my lash and my hair, and that was before I learned that conditioner is a thing everyone should use. Oh, were you just using like 2-in-1 before? I hate that shit. Like, not even like in a, oh, guys using 2 or 3-in-1, right? No, just like, it doesn't get your hair nice at all. Like, combining them just makes them work inherently worse. Every time I've ever had to use 2-in-1, I was just like, wow, my hair just feels fucking terrible now. Getting the real food Joshi shit today. Do Fujoshis have chapped lips? Perhaps bi? Maybe. I'm just not ready to label myself, and maybe I never will be. Why do girls wear fake long nails? For fashion. I've never worn them, though. I've gotten my nails professionally painted before. They look very nice, but they don't last very long. Trying to reinforce the fact that reinforce that I am purely sapphic. I still don't get why you went on there. That's for guys to fuck. My defense, I was literally a high school age boy. Yeah, but I feel like your parents should tell you about, like, proper grooming. Jesus. I don't know, when I was a kid, you go into the shower, your parents have already bought stuff, like, for you to use for showering. You use that too, so just, like, the shampoo is there, the conditioner is there, and the body wash is there. It's like, I didn't like showering as a teenager. I did it alarmingly little, but I knew how to do it. Every now and then I go, I like women and men. Nice. The swap over from 2-in-1 to actual separated hair products was like night and day. It sucks so bad. Also, 3-in-1 it sucks too. You don't shampoo every day? I'm sorry, do people shower, like, every day? Like, I know some people get really sweaty and, like, they want to feel clean, but I don't have it in me to shower every day. I don't like doing it. Every other day is good enough. My parents didn't parent, they bought stuff, but that was basically the extent of it. Oh, that sucks. I was curious and thought it was men and women NBs. Yeah, no. Stop, chat's moving so fast I can't read it. You guys shower every day? That makes me feel awkward. I'm not going to start showering every day, though. I don't have it in me. Nor the time. This is one of the things... Listen, I just don't like getting wet in general. Swimming... I enjoy the act of swimming, but I don't like how long it takes. The ambiguous understands your hair takes forever to get dry. And swimming is even worse because you have to shower after you swim to get the chlorine out. You have to get wet and then get wet again, and it takes forever to get dry. It's such a time sink. I was fucking gross as a teenager. Like, I understand why it's important, but I had very greasy hair back then. Try not to shower twice a day. That's too much. No quick 10 or 5-minute shower. I gotta wash my hair. If I get out of the shower without, like, having washed my hair, it gets gross. So, like, instead of taking a shower every day and just washing my hair every other day, I take a shower and wash my hair every other day. It's easiest. Chlorine and salt water fuck up your hair too. Yeah, seriously, there's no fucking escape unless you're only swimming in lakes. Like, oh my god. It's like... And, like, you have to take a shower after you're done swimming in a pool because otherwise you're gonna smell like chlorine for the rest of the day. It's also better to not shower every day. Well, yeah. Like, also, like, your body has natural oils. And, like, if you're washing them away every day, that's, like, not great. But, you know. Daily showering unless you sweat a lot or get dirty is actually bad for your hair and skin. Yeah. Fair. Like, I do not sweat a lot. Like, that whole, like 2-hour walk home, like, I didn't sweat. You made shitpost audios yesterday? Oh, I saw one of them. Quick link, eat this frog. How many cute boys... What was that? What the fuck? How did he know? How many cute boys that were only in other boys did you see? What? I mean, I guess there were some good-looking guys there. But, like, I'd have to be an insane person to go looking for a boyfriend at Pride. I know the bisexuals are there, most certainly. I saw a few of them with capes, but, like, unironed capes. But, like... I don't know, unless you're a guy, don't go looking for boyfriends at Pride. Basically, don't sweat unless I'm feeling ill. I sweat when I sleep. They attack me. The problems. What's bad about smelling like chlorine? It's literally a scent. It's kind of gross. I don't mind the smell of it, though. It's just like... Great, I smell like chlorine. No people can tell I didn't shower. Run hot, so I'm prone to being sweaty. He got the sweat on him. The odds are even worse than looking for a boyfriend at the psych ward. That is some shit I would do. If I was ever in a psych ward, like, listen, things got kind of bad when I was a teenager, but, like, I never got admitted to anything, because, like, my parents were barely able to cope with, like, anything I did. They just yelled at me. If I had been committed, I definitely would have gone looking for a dude. Just 'cause. I was fucking boy crazy as a teenager. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, I need a boyfriend now. Luckily, I was in a committed relationship for the majority of my teen years, so I didn't get too fucking weird with it. That people didn't pressure me into finding a girlfriend. They did once. Yeah. Fucking my parents being like, hey, are you dating anyone? And I'm like, we're not having this conversation. Did you ever have an emo phase? I had an emo boys phase. Me in 8th grade being obsessed with those Quizilla 7 Minutes in Heaven emo boy quizzes. Me. I'm sorry, I did have an emo boy phase. They're so fucking cute. Stop liking boys, leave them for real. But what if they're emo? You can only date femboys. Go up to the reception of a psych ward and say, I would like one boyfriend, please. I don't know, like, psych wards, they're traumatizing places to be in. I can just imagine an alternate timeline where I fucking snapped and I ended up in a psych ward and I, like, trauma bonded with someone and it was really messy. I can see the alternate timeline where that happened. I can see a lot of alternate timelines for myself where, like, I can note big decisions I've made or, like, jobs I've had, moves I've made, and just been like, this is how things would have turned out if I did that, or this is how things, like, would have gone if I didn't do this. Like, I can just imagine them so vividly. It's like I can see all the timelines. There are better ones than this, but this one's still pretty good. How about emo femboys? Based, yeah. Were you in a relationship with Dante from DMC? No, but I was with V from DMC. He's my real life boyfriend. It's giving off all the red flags for severe depression. They couldn't bother getting me to a doctor to get meds for it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Grippy sock vacation. Oh my god, all those people posting about that fucking Taylor Swift album that was like, this one's for the grippy socks girlies. And I'm just like, stop. None of you have ever been in a psych ward. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me. Are you happy where you're at? Things could be better. I could be richer. I kind of do want to live in a house someday. I'm gonna be honest. I know that's a big dream. I know that's like so fucking out there, but I want a backyard with a trampoline. Oh no. There's dirt on the camera. Hold on. There. Okay. Femboys are great until I remember they are, in fact, boys. This is just something we're gonna have to disagree on, ambiguous, because... Boys, 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 we like boys in cars. Boys, 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 buy us drinks in bars. Lady Gaga knows. She's bi, right? Boo towards what? The timeline of fake Joker and Harley Quinn. Who would be my Harley Quinn? Who wants to be my Harley Quinn? This reads like a Vine. I miss Vine. I'm that kind of millennial. Femboys are a form of cross-dressing, but in the early on stages. Early on stages? What, like it's an infection? It's a diagnosis? Femboys are just boys who dress femininely. Like, either like full-on cross-dressing, or they're just dudes wearing skirts from time to time. Really can go all over the place. MLP infection AU, but it's just femboys? What's the MLP infection AU? Is it an infection that makes you love My Little Pony? I mean, that I was asking. Well, that's what... It's just a form of cross-dressing, I guess. They're just guys that dress femininely. No, I don't know the MLP infection AU. Is that like a zombie AU? I have heard of Fallout Equestria. Not interested in reading it, though. I want to be someone's Harley Quinn. I'm emotionally inexperienced and easily manipulated. Yeah, you don't want to be somebody's Harley Quinn. I mean, it worked out good for her. She got with the Poison Ivy eventually, but... Like, for the first bit, like, it was bad. Like, she almost got killed by that guy. Thought it was male for tomboy. I guess it is kind of just tom girl, I guess. Weirdly detailed and grotesque zombie thingy that everybody got recommended on their FYP. Oh... On Tumblr? I don't know. On my For You page, I keep getting recommended a bunch of shitty AI-generated pictures, and I keep blocking them. You sent me something on Tumblr. Okay, fine. Jesus. Oh, fuck. I've got so many fucking notifications. Ooh. I got an update on the Llamas with Hats Kickstarter. Alright, he got 250K. Great. Chat's being so normal tonight. Yeah, I'm glad we can have these conversations. Let's see. What did you send? I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah, like literally 5 minutes before I started the stream, I get a message that's like, hey, you got a parcel in the parcel locker. And I'm just like, fucking great, I'll have to go get my headphones later. I need them. Mine are going. Contest show audio, but it's just a girl and a bear reviewing different men. Like a bear or a bear guy? Anyway, what'd you send me? Oh my god, that actually fits way too well. It's Lies of P icon with P's face superimposed over a backdrop of V from Devil May Cry 5, and it fits way too well. Like, their hair is almost perfectly lined up. How? Like, to be fair, they're both my type, right? Like, you see V and you see P, and you think, if you like one of these guys, you're gonna like the other one. What would P look like with tattoos, though? He already has a cane weapon. Or is it an umbrella? I don't remember. Was it Steve that sent it? Yeah. It was Steve. What's going on? Yeah, that's not cool. Thank you, Ambiguous. Okay, goodbye, Pixel Winter Fox. Happy Pride. Followed Equestria was placed in the Library of Congress. I mean, Shrek's in the Library of Congress. Whatever. They got everything in there. Mingles, you didn't get the link to the Patreon Discord? Even I got the link, and I'm not even in the Patreon. No, I'm kidding. I don't use Discord, except for watching anime. I like being a girl, but now I realize that I want to be a cat, too. You can be a cat girl. I mean, there were definitely furries there at the Pride Parade, and I was like, oof. The heat, though. Like, Jesus. But, you know, there was also, like, regular mascot costumes, too, and I'm just like, imagine walking the whole fucking parade route in that? Jesus. I wonder if Mingles fell asleep this time. Want cat ears and a tail? I mean, aesthetically speaking, cat ears on people? Fantastic design decision. I know realistically, not very useful. Aesthetically, adorbs. Like, I just can't deny it. Like, I don't have much care for, like, being a furry. Or, like, having, like, a snout. But cute ears? I don't know about the tail. The tail could get in the way. Like, what if I want to sleep on my back? You see, horns and antlers, that's good, too. Very, like... You can headbutt things very efficiently. You can hang stuff from them. Just very decorative, very fancy. Unfortunately, I feel like they would just be like, if you have like a headband with horns on it, that's very nice, but like realistically, they would be an extreme inconvenience for people to have. Like, I understand why evolution didn't give us those. Sucks. It's just hitting your antlers off of door frames and just having a hard time sleeping. You can't roll over in your sleep because of the horns. Aren't cat ears pretty good hearing-wise? Yeah, but there's a reason why our ears don't, like, stick so far off of our head. Cute boys with built-in handlebars. Oh, man. The cute boys. Well... I'm thinking about it. It is cute. I can't deny. Cats have way better hearing than even dogs. It's just that they don't listen. A cattail can be a handlebar if you pull on it hard enough. You see, I don't know about the tail. V with little stubby horns. I mean, I have seen a couple of, like, speculative, devil trigger forms for V, and I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty cool. He would have a tail. Most certainly, like, if V had a demon form, he would have a tail. Obviously, crab is the evolutionary step, as was predicted. Watch the second episode of Punch Punch Forever. I haven't seen it yet. Homestuck troll horns. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care much for the design sense of Homestuck. Like, just in general. But if there's one thing I don't like, the thing I like the least about it, it's gotta be the horns. It's not even that they're shaped weird, it's just that they're all orange. Our self-Homestuck puts me off. Yeah, I mean, I was, like, willing to look past that to try to read it, but every time I just, like, I get a few pages in and I'm just like, there are better things to do. I don't have to read this. I was more a fan of Problem Sleuth. Wouldn't that, I feel like that would drive me nuts. Like, if I was a fan of, like, a webcomic, and then the dude, like, wrapped that up, and then started a new webcomic, and that one was, like, world-changing and super famous and popular, I'd be so pissed. I'd just be like, really? Not my fave? The other one? Candy corn horns. Yeah, I the design of the trolls are fucking ugly, okay? They're ugly. Whatever. It's like, ooh, you made them type weird. Ooh. You gave them unique horns. Ooh, too bad they're ugly. They're uggos. They're ugly. I am body shaming the Homestuck trolls. That's the kind of person I am. This is the life I live. You never know what to expect from me. I'm a mean girl. Yet the reason Homestuck resonated with a lot of people. I mean, yeah. These people love video games. Snails are the best pets, changed my mind. But like hamsters are right there. Girl fake is so fetch. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Did that movie, like, make fetch happen? Like, was fetch a saying beforehand? Is Penny Arcade still going? I mean, probably. Like, if it's not being made by the original guys, I could just hire anybody to just keep writing comics about video games. It's not that hard. I remember when those guys got in trouble for making a joke about rape in one of their comics. They kind of deserved it. Like, I'm not saying they need to be shut down, but, like, they did deserve the call-out posts. Okay, you do it? Sure. Just imagine if you had save states in real life. That would be stupid. This is stupid conversation. And then the guy just loads a save, and then he's like, wouldn't it be stupid if there were save points in real life? Yeah, you're right, it would be. That's the webcomic about video games. I'm a genius. I'm pretty sure I just, like, referenced a webcomic, like, word for word. I'm sure that already exists. Penny Arcade got rebooted, like, twice. Wasn't that Control-Alt-Delete? I rewatched the H-Bomber guy video about that recently, and I remembered the point he made at the end that was, like, everyone was saying that Control-Alt-Delete was cringe because of what it was doing, even though it wasn't doing anything different from all the other video game webcomics. It was literally the same. Frogger Ninja Sex Party skit? Okay, I missed that one. Snails are cute. Some of them live really long. I don't think... Okay, which snails are living longer than 3 years? Be so real with me. You're now getting very high. Is weed legal in Maryland? Is Maryland marijuana land? No, but for real, that's gotta be the name of a pot shop in Maryland. Marijuana land. Packwatch. Yeah. See, I'm still trying to finish that VOD. I've got like 20 minutes left. See that Souls-like replay as a hermit crab? Yeah, Shinigami Eater streamed part of it. It didn't really look like my thing, though. Because the only thing that can get me to play a Souls-like is cute guys. No, but for real, the games selling me on their design. Expedition 33. Just give me the game right now. I need the game. Putting all these beautiful people in like fancy uniforms, and they have pretty music and cool enemy design, and it's all real mysterious. I want to play it. We could rig up a cardboard box trap. We just put a pretty boy as the paint. Just put a body pillow in there. I need one. Tired of gaming comics and animations on the internet. They're all the same. Yeah, they've been the same for like the past 20 years. Real gamers don't like video games. We like cute boys. Exactly. That's why Call of Duty is so popular. It's not because of the guns. It's because you get to play as cute boys. No, but for real though, what's it called? Ghost or something? Like, there are people who are legitimately writing fanfic about, like, Call of Duty characters. It's weird. They don't even look, like, hot. Just one of them wears, like, a skull mask. Which I guess I can get behind. If you aren't dating boys, you're even a real gamer. I guess I'm not a real gamer then. Do dating sims count? Probably not. LA Times found extremely high levels of pesticides in many different brands. I mean, it's gonna be like that for food too. Okay, but Ghost is hot. See, I'm unfamiliar. Is that the skull mask guy? The mask is hot? Okay, well, fair. I'm not gonna fuck him though. He's military. Anything you want from the Nintendo Direct? Silk Song. Also maybe Deltarune. Undertale 2. They'll probably have more news about that, like, new... What's it? The Arceus, whatever it is, you know, that game. There's just one mutual that just thirsts over ghosts. Everyone has that mutual with the Blorbo. People ship ghosts with another guy. Probably another guy from the game. They probably ship him with lots of guys. Tomodachi Life 2. Nintendogs. Bring it back. And don't make it a phone app, because they're gonna fuck it up real bad. 60 times the safe limit for pesticides and insecticides banned in other countries. Okay, well that's fair, yeah. They would never allow that here. They don't have weed that makes you high. You can't get high off the weed, but you can get high off the pesticides. That's how shit Canadian wheat is. Deltarune has been an episodic thing, but it's also free. It's free now. How's it going? Like, they're releasing 2 more batches of chapters, but you gotta pay for them? Ghost in game versus meeting someone from Manchester IRL. Is he British? That explains everything. It's been free. It started free. Yeah, but it's not going to be free forever. Toby's got to make money somehow. The residuals from Undertale merch, it's going to wear out eventually. He's probably rich as fuck, but, like, still. I feel like he deserves to get paid for this. Chapter 3 is content complete. Yeah, but they're going to probably release it with Chapter 4. When I played Chapter 2, I didn't go through the whole thing of, like, recruiting people to the town, I think. I don't remember how it works. It's a big system. I'm probably going to get the bad ending. Koenig, they ship him with Koenig. Whatever. They ship him with that guy. Like an umlauts. Chapter 3 to 7 is going to cost money. Yeah, I know. That's what they said. If there are 2 relatively hot guys in one specific media, they will be shipped. Yeah, that's the Fujoshi Creed. We know this. It is known. People were shipping Laios and Kabru when they hadn't even met yet, and the only interaction they had was Laios finding his corpse. Girls will ship a raccoon and a tree. That's the thing, it's in Guardians of the Galaxy. He did a guest spot in We Bare Bears. Didn't that show get canceled ages ago? Is it morally right to pirate from Toby Fox? It's always morally right to pirate. Don't listen to me. I was just thinking about this the other day, actually, with regards to pirating anime, which I may or may not do. You have no proof. I was thinking of, what's his face? The basement guy. I think he's Mother's Basement. I haven't watched him in years, but I remember he took a very hardline stance against anime piracy, to the point of not watching shows that weren't officially available in English, even if they had, like, full subs, just, like, because of bullshit copyright reasons. I do kind of have to wonder if he stuck with that policy, like, just knowing some of the bullshit that Netflix has pulled. Like, he did a whole video ranting about Kiss anime and why piracy is immoral. And I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck if it's immoral. Like, I don't care. You can't ethics your way into making me care. Like, there's just so much content that isn't, like, legally available for me to purchase or view, so why the fuck wouldn't I turn to piracy? It is always morally correct to pirate from corporations making dumbass decisions. Yeah. It also got me thinking about JoJo's, because I didn't watch part 5 or 6, but I was comparing, like, JoJo's to Dungeon Meshi, because I was thinking about this, like, I don't know, is Dungeon Meshi the first time Netflix has decided we're going to release a series week by week? Is that the first time they've done that? Probably not. But I was thinking about how with JoJo Part 5, every week it was JoJo Fridays, and I wasn't watching the series, but I was acutely aware of what was going on because everybody was posting memes about it. But with Part 6, they just dropped, I think, one half of the season all at once and the other half all at once, and I never heard a single fucking thing about it. Nobody posted, it died immediately. I think that might have taught them a lesson. Not the first time they've done simulcast before. Oh, yeah? I always thought it was like, even if they got the rights, they would wait until the series wrapped up just so they could dump it all at once. Because it's better for their numbers if people are binge watching. Fake the war criminal. I don't care if it is immoral. Like, yeah. I remember that guy. He was acting as though, like, pirating an episode of anime that isn't available in your region whatsoever is like the equivalent of stealing money out of poor Japanese animators' pockets. It's like, they won't let me watch it anyway. Like, why don't you just pirate it and then buy it when it's available if you're that upset about it? Stop watching the pirated when they prove Crunchyroll has a soul. I gotta be honest with you, I've never used Crunchyroll in my life. I've heard the video player is bad, though. Waiting for Arcane Season 2. Oh yeah, I saw a poster for that. Very artsy. You shouldn't play League of Legends, though. Don't do it. You could play the video game that the hit show Arcane is based on, but watch out. I should watch more anime and movies. Yeah, for real. What's it called? Cooking in Another World with My Special Skill or something like that. It's like a guy gets isekai'd, but his superpower is that he could just buy stuff from like an online grocery delivery service and it gets magically delivered to him like immediately. That's his power. I mean, it looks chill. He gets what is it, like a wolf husband or something? Been league sober for almost 10 years now. Oh my god, we're so proud. We're so proud. Bravo. Why am I getting so many fucking notifications? What is this? Oh my god, hold on. I have to get my AP bonus and obey me. It's kind of bullshit power I want. Like, right? The first thing he uses it for is like, okay, how do I use this power? And it just opens up like a screen in front of him and he buys like some water and a bun. It was awesome. I'm just like, yeah, that is totally what I'd use it for. Unfortunately, he has to use like a real world money from the isekai world to buy shit. He's just gotta like put a coin into a slot. Dropping a season all at once is better for content that's been released before, but if it's an exclusive, it kills the momentum. Exactly. This is why when Disney Plus started being a thing, people were like, oh man, they're releasing stuff week to week so that you have to buy instead of just doing like the free trial and just watching it all at once. But then everyone was like, actually, this is way better. Like, this is kind of how it should be. I need to get back in the league. I had a breakdown last time. Isn't that a sign that you shouldn't get back into the league? What's the rate of isekai gold to USD? I have no idea. That water and bun he bought was like 2 coins, I think. I don't know what that is to yen. I just sit through 14 ads just to watch one half of an anime. Well, I guess that's how it is free. Never get into the Chinese cultivation genre of manhwa/manga. I wouldn't, because I keep getting fucking ads for video games based on it. It's weird. First sign that something is profoundly wrong with you is that you want to play League of Legends. Watch Arcane and leave it at that. Okay, can I be honest with you? League of Legends keeps making these music videos that are like really good. Like, I don't care about Arcane, but the music videos though, with the pretty outfits and the fancy animations and whatnot, those are very nice. I'm a huge fan of them. And I'm just like, what if I played League of Legends and I bought those outfits? What if I had those outfits? But the outfits never look as good in game. I've seen the gift sets. It's fine. League has changed so much over the past 10 years, it's almost unrecognizable to me now. No, I'm certain you get in a match, you'd have people threatening to kick you just like it was yesterday. Starting with HON and then trying Dota. Man. These games. League is in the same camp as Star Wars. That it would be so good if it was actually good. Oh yeah, I saw a gay stormtrooper at the parade today. I mean, I assume he was gay. He was just wearing a stormtrooper outfit. Okay. Just an excuse to wear it, I guess. League is awful because you could just genuinely just noob/bad to the game and still get verbal abuse and accused of trolling. That's how most online games work, though. Outfits probably cost a lot, too. Is it really worth it? No, because, like, the only time you're going to see them is when you're in-game, and I'm not playing the game. Single-player games are still chef's kiss. Looking forward to the mouse game. Hit me up with that mouse game. When's the mouse game coming out? Hit me up with that mouse game. I want to play the mouse game. I want to play the mouse game. I want to play it. Stormtroopers are gay enough that they can't even shoot straight. FF in real life? I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good. People are trying to pretend Fallout 76 is good since the show happened and everybody wants to play the Fallout game. Oh yeah, no, seriously. Like, I think I saw somebody stream and he was like, oh yeah, this game's like fun enough, and I'm just, it doesn't look fun. I think with the popularity of the banana game, which one's the banana game? My friend Pedro? That's a shortcut for quitting the game. Oh. Don't go back to League. I wish gay people were real. Me too. Where are they? All the gay people they're in the woods. They're hiding in the woods. I gotta go to the woods. I might get eaten by coyotes, but I might also find gay people. Banana game that Spiffing Brit showed could break Steam's economy? What do you mean? Like, when you sell cards? Did they just put, like, a bunch of cards in that game? Controversial banana clicker game on Steam that's fucking up the Steam items market. I never understand how the Steam items market work. Like, a game on Steam will give me these cards, and then I sell them for real money? I mean, it's cool to have, like, a little bit in, like, a little wallet there, so I get a discount on games I buy. But why are they there? They're like little NFTs. What's the point of them? What do you do with them? I don't get it. And also, like, what does Steam mean by me having, like, an XP and, like, a level and stuff that determines how many friends I'm allowed to have? And because, I mean, there are games that cheat that, right? There are games that are just like achievement farms. What does it all mean? Why does this game buying platform have to be like this? Why can't you just buy games and have friends on it? I 9% Steam marketplace items likely for the purpose of making money for the creator by basically illegally scamming folks. I don't get how that scams like, I don't understand the items. Used to have mental breakdowns because of the competitive game. Me not getting a perfect combo and ensemble stars. Listen, we've all been there. House game is called Winterboro. And you're going to want to play next year is Expedition 33, Winterboro, and maybe the Stanley Parable one. I gotta admit, it's got me interested. It depends on what it is now. Because, like, it's got that basic, like, oh, you're just running a tea shop in the middle of nowhere and, like, raising plants and whatnot. And that's probably going to be part of the game. But, like, once it adds the weird, like, meta storyline or, like, whatever, like, the trauma of this person dealing with wanting to fight instead of being in a calm place, like, I just don't know if it'll be fun to play. It looks like it'd be more fun to watch somebody else play. It's an extension of the in-game market used for TF2. Never understood how that worked either. What is an unusual, and why is it worth more? You click the banana, you get banana, and you sell banana. Sometimes it's a rare texture banana. I don't... what? Basically, it's a tulip situation, so people are just, like, thinking that these things are worth more than they are. Just more real-life gambling. I mean, we have casino websites. Hello, Zacinator. Winners never quit. I'm changing my policy. I'm never doing diamond pulls on stream ever again. It's too dangerous. I'm only gonna do, like, the, those basic scout tickets. You know, the free ones you get for, like, just playing the game. I'm just gonna save up 100,000 of them and then do a stream where I just do a bunch of, like, 100 pulls. Unusual items have different visual effects on them. They're worth more because of aesthetics. How is that determined? Just randomly? Are they pre-made or is it just, like, AI generated? I don't get it. Thursday I graduated high school, so today I had a little family get-together. Well, congratulations. You're free. My high school graduation sucked. It was in a gymnasium and they didn't have air conditioning. They just had giant fans. It was so fucking hot and I was wearing high heels and it sucked ass. There's a picture of me somewhere getting my what degree or whatever on stage, and I'm just, like, hunched over and I look like shit. It's terrible. I'm an impulse spender. More gambling is bad for my wallet. Vibes. In an alternate timeline... Here's another alternate timeline I can imagine for myself. In an alternate timeline, I'm a gambling addict. And I know that's really ironic to say as a gacha player, but... okay. As a kid, I always wanted to play the slots. Because slot machines, they're bright and colorful, they make fun noises, and money comes out of them. I thought that was awesome. So... my 19th birthday, finally old enough to go gambling in a casino, because you gotta be 19 to gamble in casinos, because that's the legal drinking age. I go there that day. I was the youngest person in that casino. I lost $100. And I have never returned since. There is an alternate timeline where that day when I went to the casino, I won a ton of money, and that ruined my life. I can picture it. Just for the rest of my life, chasing that high of the first time I gambled and won a lot of money. Losing that $100 it sucked. It's a tough lesson to learn, but way better for me in the long run. Okay, goodbye, ambiguous. Good luck with editing. Imagine having 21 as your legal drinking age. Imagine. I still can't believe it's 19 here. That's so dumb. It's 18 everywhere else, I think. That timeline doesn't exist. You never win at the casino, especially not on slots. Bullshit. My mom won $300 once in Vegas. There is a timeline out there where the stars aligned and I won like $200 at the casino. That probably would have been enough to change my life forever. I would have, like, the rest of my life would be like trying to recapture that. And losing a shitload of money. Hello, Charlotte McCrickens. It's 18 here in Australia. Such fucking bullshit. Because, like, the thing is, you can gamble at 18. Like, if you go to, like, a store and you want to buy a lotto ticket, you can at 18, but you can't go into a casino because they serve alcohol there, and the legal limit for that is 19. I'm just, come on. I'm just a gotcha addict. I'm a cute anime boys addict, please. I've not spent money on a gacha in, like, at least 4 years. I just keeping it chill. Why risk it when you could have some random guy send you money on YouTube? Yes, Carson, you do that. I appreciate it, but, like, nobody has to donate anything. Okay, you know what I was thinking? I'm always thinking of things. Well, I'm not always thinking of things. Like, my throne list is fucking empty. What if I get one of those little apple slicer things for my cosmic crisps? You can get them, they're made of metal, and they core the apple and cut it into slices, and it's very easy. Well, thank you, Penguin, for gifting 10 fake memberships.
That's so cool.
You use emotes, you get secret videos. Oh, there's so many people. I don't think a single one of these people is in chat. If you just got a GIF sound off, no one's gonna sound off. None of them are here. They're gonna be so confused. Does it... I don't think YouTube sends you a notification when you get gifted a membership. I don't think it tells you. I think you just show up. You show up to one of my videos one day and you're just like, wait, I'm a member? How did that happen? And you think you accidentally spent money. I don't think it tells you. It does not. Okay, great. Like, at least when you get gifted something on Twitch, it's like, hey, somebody gifted this to you. On YouTube, it's just like, did you black out and spend money on this? We'll never tell. Whenever I get one, they send me an email. Oh, okay. Shut in, Lear. I think you were owed that. You're actually here. The only game with a random element I could play that I could theoretically win money is MTG, and I stopped buying random product ages ago. Yeah, I don't gamble. I only play Magic the Gathering. A game that you famously can spend thousands on cards for. One day I randomly got your secret videos. Nice. I bet that was a good surprise. Definitely wasn't me just complaining about things. You're always here waiting for the nyas, of course. Yeah. 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 I'm so adorable. You see me and you think, oh, she's adorable. 'Cause I am. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Silence, Catgirl. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Gambling is for losers that can't be real people and have real jobs to navigate their lives. What? I know, like, it's a new common practice. People are saying don't be mean to addicts. That goes for gambling addicts too, I think. I mean, geez. Gambling's just fun. Like, it lights up certain parts of your brain. That's why it's so addictive to certain people. It's the risk-reward factor. It's just part of the brain. Yay, kitty cow emojis. Yeah. Not gambling if you just buy the cards in the secondhand market. I only spent like $200 at my deck. That's still pretty expensive for just like a hobby. Oh yeah, speaking of hobbies, while I was waiting for the parade to actually show up, I went into a store and I bought a pack of stickers, I bought some fun hair ties, and I bought a DIY embroidery kit. I'm gonna learn embroidery, it's gonna be pretty. Yeah. Getting a lot of different sources on Infinite Nikki on what platforms it'll be. PS5, PS4, PC, and mobile. Ugh. Man, remember like when the idea of games releasing on a game console and mobile was insane? They said they were going to do the same thing with a proposed Professor Layton game. I don't think that ended up happening, but at the time it was like, yeah, it's going to be on 3DS and mobile, and I'm like, that's not fucking good. Because, like, at the time, smartphones were not at the same level of graphics quality as the 3DS, I don't think. They definitely are now, but I was like, don't do that. It's going to look like shit because they're trying to make it run on phones. $3 to $4K collection sitting under my bed of just fancy cardboard. Oh my god, it's not worth it. Just print the cards yourself. Yeah, actually, like, who's gonna stop you? Do you have to have official cards? Are you in the LGBTQ plus community? I mean, I guess. I have a flag pin. It's the queer one. I don't really have a label. I'm just not exactly straight. I haven't figured it out yet. For official tournaments, yes. Stupid. Money. It's just for all the money. It's for the money. As soon as Wizards... Yeah, seriously. The Pinkertons, like, that one guy accidentally, I think, unveiled a card early and they sent the fucking Pinkertons after him? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm gonna find myself eventually. I'm just like... Every year when I go to the Pride Parade, I'm gonna make jokes. I'm just being like, I'm off to the Pride Parade... if I come back gay and trans, that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. I don't know, just... Hold on, I can look at my pin. Okay. I don't know, like, the queer flag, it just looks like a pastel version of the regular rainbow flag. I mean, the colors are in different order. And it's got like pink and light blue and a white stripe in there, but it kind of looks similar. I don't know. I figured that one was the easiest. Also just a rainbow pin, because I'm a fan of those. I got the rainbow shoelaces for my rainbow shoes. I just really like rainbows. She found herself, she was meant to be born as a cat girl. I was like, guys, did you know, yeah. That's what you know. Yeah. I should get a cat. A store sent him a full box from a set before it got released. He opened it on stream, and he got a lovely knock on his door a few days later. Like, seriously, how the fuck is that even legal? Wizards of the Coast isn't getting money from me? Yeah, that's fair. You know, like, yeah. Have to be up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday? Why the fuck? You like going to church? What the fuck? Go to bed. It's like 1 a.m. there. Is you're British. Time's just an illusion. One day they'll abolish time zones and everywhere will just be on Eastern Standard Time. They're technically an investigative security company, so they have the licenses to do it. They're a bunch of union-busting thugs. Fuck 'em. Doing Father's Day stuff tomorrow? Oh my god. Is it like one of those things where you gotta go fishing and like you gotta get up super early? Do you have like a dad that goes fishing? I've heard about those. Need a license to butter some bread. I need a license to eat cookie dough. Nepal time zone gang, it's like plus 15 minutes. Like, what's even the point? It's astonishing how many union people have no idea who they are nowadays. Yeah, like, historically, they're just, like, history's biggest monsters. Just, like, they killed people for trying to form unions, and now you can still just hire them. Like, if that doesn't tell you that, like, we haven't made nearly as much progress as you think we have, then I don't know what you're thinking. Never met your real dad? That's fair, you don't have to buy him a gift for Father's Day. Listen, can I be real with you? I don't much care for Father and Mother's Day. Why the fuck is it like my parents have 2 birthdays I gotta buy them shit for? Like, I get Christmas, everybody gets a gift then, but now it's just like I gotta get my parents a gift for their birthday and this too. And then, like, one particular day, I'm, like, more pressured to, like, spend time with them because it's Father or Mother's Day. It's like, oh, duh. Stupid. When is there going to be a day for catgirl streamers who say, yeah? These would never tell you this, but you can just not. They can't force you to. I have their car, so I have to. Like, I don't own a vehicle, I just use theirs. Subscribing to Catgirl Day. October 24th is National Cat Day. Not good enough. When's Catgirl Day? When is Fake Day? They gave me birth. Do you want to thank you? Really? Yeah, seriously. Like, this is just, like, classic, like, kind of troubled childhood, like, still holding a grudge about it sort of thing, where I'm just, like, maybe I'm revealing too much, but every year I go out and, like, I buy a Mother's Day card or a Father's Day card and a gift, and every year I'm just, like, there's a stubborn part of me that doesn't want to buy those cards that are like, oh, best mom ever, mom of the year. I'm just like, chill with that, because we both know that ain't true. Just give me one that scales it back a little bit, one that's like, have a lovely Mother's Day, hope you get to chill, instead of like extreme praise. Like, they didn't do the worst job, but I don't think, like, we're not doing like best mom ever. No. That feeling of they really don't deserve it, do they? Yeah. I probably shouldn't be saying that here, though. Nobody in my family watches my shit, though. Mother's Day is the day where the highest volume of flowers is sold. Father's Day is the day with the highest volume of collect calls. What the fuck is a collect call? You steal that joke from the 80s? My Father's Day card said, for Father's Day, I got you nothing. Did you actually get him nothing, though? Really love your mom, though? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there are definitely people, like, listen, I'm not upset that those, like, best mom ever, best dad ever cards exist, because there are people that, like, really get on with their parents, but every time I'm just standing there in the fucking card aisle, I'm just flashing back to moments from my childhood, like, was it really necessary to do that? Like, was it totally necessary for you to behave that way towards someone who was under your complete, like, control as a human being? Was that necessary? And I'm just like, you get this other card. We're not doing, like, best ever. B tier mom. I am the gift? Okay. Are you, like, going fishing? Are you doing, like, stereotypical dad things like hunting? What are we doing here? Most moms aren't the best since there can only be one or zero best. I know, but, like, the best is subjective. Like, the best mom for me. Poaching is illegal? Oh, that's right. When you hunt in the UK, you gotta, like, do it with, like, dogs and horses and shit. Yeah, it's like best is a strong word. There will be cards that are like, to an incredible father who taught me so much about life and taught me how to be a better person. I'm like, stop right there. That's a bit much. I got yelled at because of my chronic illness that I have no control over. Yeah, see, it's stuff like that that's just like, you don't get you're not getting the best, you're not getting the #1 dad mug, okay? No. I'm sorry, I'm just very picky. I tend to hold a grudge. It's just, if there are, like, moments in my childhood where I can specifically think back and think, you really shouldn't have done that multiple times, and you never apologized, and whenever I bring it up, you pretend it didn't happen, so you're not getting the best mom ever card. Just put that back on the shelf. Only rich people can go hunting? Trauma session, you're right, I should stop. A little bit too personal, parasocial. Do you love your mom? It's trick question. It is very difficult for me to say I love anyone platonically. I'm gonna say it right now. I have an issue with that. Like, my family members, they'll finish a phone call by, like, saying, oh, I love you, and I feel fucking awkward saying it back. Platonic love? I don't know about that. It doesn't, like, sit right in my brain. That's a me problem, to be fair. You know, like, you're supposed to tell your family that you love them. But that's, like, difficult for me. Because of reasons. It's the same way with, like, friends. Just, I would really only be comfortable saying I love you to someone I'm dating. Just, it's like, it just means something different to me. You're really needy and I want to cuddle with people? Yo, mood. Tend to hold grudges too. Yeah, still not going A&W. I saw an A&W, like, I was walking back from the Pride Parade, and I was really, really hungry, and I saw an A&W, and I'm like, a burger would hit real good right now, but no. I love only myself, others I just tolerate. Okay, that's pretty edgy. I'm not gonna tell you who you can or can't love is edgy. I'm nonverbal, so I just grunt at people and they sometimes understand me. Yeah, really. Shouldn't be hard and say I love you to someone for me. I lie to myself and say I love myself every day. It's good practice. Right. As I've gotten older, it's like easier for me to just say I love you, even though it feels weird and like I'm not sure if I totally mean it. But, you know, it's easier than just like it being awkward and just leaving it at a dead silence. Platonically love all the people close to me, but I've never had a romantic partner. I mean, you could just be ace or aromantic. Like, that's valid. That is on the queer spectrum. It's in one of these colors. Aromantic is green, right? It's green and maybe white? I don't know. Like this is a fun bit of discourse, actually. Okay, yeah, it is green and white. Just like asexual. Well, listen, controversial, but I am a fan of the split attraction model. So, like, you could be romantically attracted to someone, but not sexually attracted to them, you know, that sort of thing. I'm a fan of that. There was a bit of discourse about this because, like, it seems like, you know, a typical Playboy thing, just a man who is heterosexual but aromantic. So, like, he's attracted to women, but he's not interested in romantic relationships. That does fall on the queer spectrum, but socially, it looks like just like a fuckboy who doesn't want to commit, right? But he is still on the spectrum of aromanticism, which is valid, but socially it looks bad. That's an interesting bit of, like, it's like it's heteronormative, but also not, because he's not getting into a relationship. The discourse can be exhausting. Everyone gets a color, yeah. That's Sora's thing. He assigns auras. The most autistic OnStars character. This reminds me of my uni classes. Don't take anything I say seriously. I don't know shit about shit. Okay? I'm undereducated in queer history. I just know what the words mean. TB Skyen is aromantic. Don't know who that is, but good for them. My uncle is like that, but behind closed doors, heads do speak shit about him not committing. I mean, there is something to be said for, like, guys who will, like, who won't disclose that they're only interested in sex and will, like, string women along. That's dickish. It doesn't change the fact that it is, like, a legit aromantic identity. Just, like, be open about it. Just say, I'm only here to fuck and nothing else. That's fine. There are plenty of people like that. What are we talking about? Stuff I probably shouldn't be talking about. Listen, I don't even have a label, and here I'm just being like, this label means this, or this means this. I'm just talking stuff that I think I know. I probably don't. Like, if you posted like a clip of, like, anything I've said in the last 10 minutes to Tumblr, I would probably get torn to fucking shreds. Here for sex and nachos? Nice. Wait, before... Is the nachos after the sex? Or during? That's a kink. Probably. There's a difference between aromantics and fuckboys. Fuckboys do it out of a lack of respect for others. I mean, fuckboys can be aromantic too. Being queer does not exclude you from being a douchebag. You could be an aromantic douchebag. But, like, you know, don't be. Fake's Guide to Queerness. Yeah, I put a rainbow filter on myself. That means I know everything about being gay. That's canon. Nachos during sex sound super messy, but very satisfying. That's why it's a kink. I don't post on Tumblr anymore since they banned porn. I'm there every day. There's still porn there, it's just hard to find. Snack breaks, exactly. You gotta have snack breaks. Speaking of, I'm getting very hungry. I've been here for 2 hours. The last thing I had to eat, okay, so I stopped at a Tim Hortons, a very bitchy Tim Hortons. Like, I was just like getting out of the Pride areas. It's kind of a bad place in town, but this bitchy ass Tim Hortons that was like, the dining room is for patrons only. You can be here for 20 minutes maximum. Just seriously, like the bitchiest Tim Hortons ever that was like very clearly trying to keep out the riffraff. Oh my god. And yeah, I bought one of those savory pastries. Like James Somerton over here. No, please, I'm not that bad. I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm not gonna pretend that women didn't enjoy Yuri on Ice. That was the funniest claim, by the way. The fact that there were straight women who were upset that Yuri on Ice turned out to be gay. Anyway, I had one of the savory pastries. It was caramelized onion and Parmesan pinwheel. It was really good. Like, those new savory pastries, I didn't try the pizza, but like the new savory pastries that they have coming out of Tim Hortons are really good. But yeah, they did not look happy to have me there. It was pretty good. But I ate that like 6 hours ago. All I've had to eat since then is just like, I bought a bottle of Cherry Coke Zero, which oddly enough tastes better warm. That's what got me home. That bottle of Cherry Coke Zero. It's not very filling. I've also been having just small bits of salt and vinegar goldfish crackers. I've been doing a lot of walking lately. Not healthy when in relationships I get clingy. Facts. I'm always telling you guys, like, the second I start dating, the channel's gonna go downhill because I get too fucking clingy, right? It's just like, I'm dating someone, I'm gonna want to spend all my time with them, and the channel's gonna it's gonna fail. I'm gonna be a failure. Just be a decent person, whatever the gender or identity. Yeah. But yeah, like, it's just a fact that being queer does not make you exempt from being an asshole. Got pizza and noodles. Ooh. Sounds delicious. The Timmy's pizza is mid. I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I didn't want to eat a whole pizza. I mean, it looked big. Need to consume more foods. I have leftover sidekicks and bread. Oh, I have a leftover chicken strip. I'm gonna eat that. I will eat my leftovers and then some cookie dough. I made double chocolate chip cookie dough because I was in pain and ibuprofen wasn't helping. So I needed chocolate. And yeah, it helped. I didn't make actual cookies out of it though. It's really yummy. To make your partner your co-star? Absolutely not. Nightmare. Just nightmare scenario, and then the breakup is just like, yeah, I'm by myself again. Great, I can never watch those videos ever again. Anyway, while I was at the Tim Hortons, they had a picture of Tim Horton, the guy, on the wall, and it said like, I think it said 1940 to 1973 or 4, and I was like, how did he die in his 40s? And I was thinking, oh, must have been like those classic concussions that hockey players got before they forced them to wear helmets all the time. Turns out, no. He just crashed his car because he was drunk. They didn't release the autopsy until like 2005. But yeah, he was drunk. They found a half-empty vodka bottle in the debris. Fortunately, he didn't kill anybody else. He just went off the road. singular chicken strip? Yeah, I made a bunch of them and it's a leftover. I've been having one with my various meals for the past couple days. You smashed a 14-inch pizza? Painful. I could totally do that, though. Like, there have been times when I've been, like, even when I'm not fucking hungry, I can keep eating. I can just eat anything. I have a problem. I'm gonna eat 2 fish sticks. Oh my god. When I was out walking yesterday, I was at the store because I wanted to buy another Cosmic Crisp. And I go to the frozen section, it's like $3 off fish burgers, and I was like, oh, but it's gonna defrost in my backpack on the way home. I love being clingy. That's the thing, though, right? Like, I can be a clingy person, but only when I'm allowed to be. So it's like the case of if I was dating someone, by virtue of the fact that I'm dating them, I'm allowed to be clingy, right? Like, I'm just allowed to cling to them. They're not going to complain about it because we've entered into an agreement. But that's also bad for me. Could I eat a horse? Yeah. How hungry? I've never had horse meat. Has anybody here had horse meat? Probably not. They don't sell that here, I don't think. Unless that's where the livers are coming from. Eating an entire pizza by myself in a single sitting was basically a weekly ritual for me when I was working my last job. I mean, I would get those Domino's coupons that, like, gets you 2 big pizzas for real cheap, and I'd just eat those over the course of a week. A bad idea health-wise. Don't do that. Yeah, a pact. It's a pact that says you can cuddle with this person, like, as much as you want, and they're not gonna get mad. It's real yandere hours. Listen. Yes. We've entered into an agreement. We signed this deal, and you said that I could be, like, kind of weird with you about it. Sorry, just like the relationship was the agreement that you were gonna let me get weird about you. It's like you're my Blorbo, but you're real. You said I could get weird with this. It's illegal to eat a horse? It can't be. It can't be illegal to eat a horse. What? Do they have, like, diseases? Probably eaten horse without knowing, given the horse as beef scandal about a decade ago. Oh, it's like that song from Les Mis. It's like... what was it? Kidney of a horse, liver of a cat, filling up the sausages with this and that. I love that song. Put it in the mincer and pretend it's beef. Master of the House is a great song. Buy one, get one pizzas on Fridays. Gas station pizza, though? I mean, they don't really do that here. If the horse is still alive, it's illegal to eat it. Well, yeah, that's animal cruelty, but you can buy horse meat, yeah. I don't think you'd be able to find it here, though. Your hair smells like maple syrup? Were you sleeping in $50 bills? I don't know if they sell maple-scented hair products. I mean, probably not, because you probably get attacked by bees. Horse meat is a national dish where I'm from? Ooh. What's your favorite horse dish? I mean, if you're not allowed to eat horses, then what the fuck is horseradish? A lot of other meat tastes just like chicken. Yeah, alligator meat, kind of chickeny, to be quite honest. It's got the same consistency. Can I be real with you? I buy ground turkey because it's cheaper than lean ground beef, like significantly cheaper, and I use that in Hamburger Helper. I can't even really taste the difference, and in some aspects it's like better tasting. And it's cheaper, so that's like the one alternative that's like actually kind of better. Gas station I worked at actually had really good food. Nice. Speaking to a guy at work, and in the past he used to market horse semen. Right. I mean, they do that, I guess, in, like, animal husbandry. That's what they call it. Where, you market different animals, and, people buy their semen. Quote from one who knows alligator meat is like, I've been to Florida. They have a lot of them there. Like, they have gator burgers. That's just a thing. They got too many alligators. Of course they're gonna cook them. Never ate horse, though. They're so smart and cute. Yeah, but they all die eventually. Sorry, that was dark to say. You have a boyfriend and a girlfriend? Geez, jam drop. How can they let you have two partners? Like, geez, boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm thinking about this all the time. Like, so many people are polyamorous, like, openly now. And it's either, like, a huge advantage or a huge disadvantage, depending on, like, how the relationship is. Because, like, if you all live together, like, that's shared resources. Basically, you split the rent 3 ways. More people to assign chores to. Very useful. But if you're long distance, it's gotta be fucking terrible. It's just like, great. Now it's just like, now I have to spend even more money going to visit my boyfriend and my girlfriend. That's just having roommates who fuck. That's a little bit reductive. I mean, they're dating too. I mean, geez. You ever had like a little romance thing going with your roommates? Have you ever been in love? Do you believe in life after it? They both live on the other side of the world. Inefficient. I'm sorry, that fucking sucks. Poly for purely economical reasons? Yeah. I mean, geez. I can't fault him. Like, whether it's a romance or just like a friends with benefits situation, the more people you have in one house, the easier it is to run that house. I mean, there's a limit, obviously, but I mean, 3 people, just like, that would be my max. If I was polyamorous, 3 people would be my max. Thruples only. Any more than that, it gets confusing. And, like, I don't think I could do it, like, split, where I'm just, like, I'm dating 2 people who know about each other, but they're not dating. It's gotta be, like, we're all dating. It's gotta be equal. Otherwise, it gets too confusing. We all gotta be able to share the bed. Voted off the polyamory. Yeah, really. I remember when I was in school, like, this teacher who was telling us about, like, social issues with, like, your friends and stuff was saying that having a group of 3 friends was really bad because, like, 2 friends would gang up on the other friend. I'm sure that happens sometimes in thruples, like, it's 2 against 1 a lot of the time, and it breaks down from there, but I don't know, I think I could make it work. I am in a thruple with V from Devil May Cry 5 and P from Lies of P. Actually, I think that would work really nicely. Just like, P doesn't talk, Well, actually, that's really funny. It's just like I'm dating two guys whose names are letters. No Maui. I was thinking like outside of anime, but actually, you know what? I feel like Maui and V wouldn't get along. Like Maui is very artsy, and he makes miniatures and stuff, and he has like an appreciation for the arts, and V reads poetry a lot, and he's got those cool tattoos, but I feel like Maui's like constant self-deprecating and apologizing and like crying over like how much of a freak he is would kind of like turn V off. But with P, who's just like the PV throuple, I feel like he would love to listen to V read poetry. He still wouldn't say much though. I mean, in the case of Pinocchio and V, it is a case of them both learning how to be human. So that would be something they'd have in common. Polyamory, more like polyarmory. Yeah, I mean, they both have weapons. I think the most difficult part of dating V would be just dealing with his familiars. Like, technically Griffin, like, can be part of the tattoos, but he's usually not. Anyway, I'm getting tired. P and V discovering what being human is like is the kind of crack ship that deserves a yaoi fanfic. Yeah, I gotta get, like, deep into their characters. Free pets, though, I've forgotten what the cat's name is. I'm so sorry. What was the cat? Shadow. The cat's name is Shadow. LOL. I would totally pet Shadow. Cute. That's cute. I mean, Nightmare is a bit of a problem, though. He's a fucking massive. He's so massive he has to hide in V's hair. The fact that V has white hair, but only when he's, like, doing summoning stuff, just... That cutscene where V snaps his fingers dramatically and all the black flies out of his hair, that cutscene was made for me. It was made for me specifically. I'm never gonna get over it. Do you know how to speak French? No. I can sort of vaguely understand French a little. I can read it, because, you know, it's Conlang or whatever. I took it in school, but all of my teachers were really bad at teaching it, so... In my elementary school, the guy just gave the same worksheets to every grade, and they were all bad and taught us nothing. He was an asshole, too. Like, he was so fucking mean. Just... One time, a guy in our class called him bro, and he yelled at him. He was like, "Don't call me bro, I'm not your friend." I just remember that so specifically. He's like, "I'm not your friend." It's just like, damn, dude, you're a teacher. You're supposed to be kind of chill with your students, though. Maybe if you were a friend, people would, like, actually respect you instead of you being the most hated teacher in the whole school. I feel when no fake whispering sweet nothings to you in French ASMR. I could pull it off. What was it? Je t'aime, ma chérie. Or whatever. I dated a guy who spoke French once. He never whispered anything in French to me. Like, he did French immersion in school. He never said anything romantic to me in French. Fucking teenagers. An occasional niaise. Like, French cat girl, niaise, and speaks French. Yeah. La fromage. really cute speaking French. If I put on the right accent, I can almost make it convincing. Imagine speaking French, cringe. I'm doing that next. I'm doing the French speaking Neko. I'm writing it down. You can't stop me. I'm writing it down right now. It's going in my notes. I'm writing it down. You can't stop me. If I can find it. French Neko. Yeah. Merci. Never able to catch streams. I'm so glad I got here. Well, welcome, Dagger. I am probably gonna wrap up soon because it's been 2.5 hours and I am tired. The sun's gone down. I don't even know how the thing is picking me up right. It's probably choppy. There we go. Put a light on. Love being eepy. What's the French word for that? Dormir. I just saw it. What was it? It was like I think it was a Chinese TikTok, but it was a woman speaking French, and she's like encouraging you to go to bed or else she'll start dancing. What was up with that? Leipy. Still use reverse psychology to get something to happen. Wait, so you really do want the French? You want la française? Yeah. I am. Wait, je suis le chat femme. What is girls? Girls is just L's, right? Le Chat-elle. Chat Noir is... That's a cartoon character. I can't be that guy. I'm not blonde. Yeah. Just use the Google Translate. I'm not gonna... Well, I mean, what are the odds of somebody who actually speaks French, like, finding the video anyway? I'll just Google Translate the whole script and that's it. I'm sure there are actual French ASMR artists out there. It's like just scratching your scalp while I speak French, you know? I don't know what scalp is in French, but you know. Le ASMR. Accents. Going to translate, go for deep L. Yeah, I know it's better. But Google Translate has the thing where you can write in characters, which is really useful for kanji, I don't know. The actual Les Miserables of ASMR. No, it's not. Les Miserables is all British accents. I swear, no, like, I think the show started in England, right? So nobody has a French accent in Les Mis. Just like, my name is John Valjean, and I'm Javert. I love that. That's the best line in all of musical history. And I'm Javert. Do not forget me. No, wait, it was, do not forget my name. Do not forget me. 24601. It's such a good musical. Watch it. It's always being played somewhere. My girlfriend can write in German and I'm jealous. I mean, not a lot of use cases for that, but I mean, if you're going to Germany. The Oilers are up 2-0 against the Panthers in Game 4 of the Finals. Is that the last one? Should I be concerned? What song from what musical? Les Miserables, the musical. Have you never heard of Les Miserables, the musical? I dreamed a dream in time gone by. You know, that thing. It's good songs. You know, that's how it goes. Shut in Lear, don't spam those letters, please. Panthers lead the series 3-0. Oh, so they're gonna win then. They're gonna get the Stanley Cup. Oh, I'm tired. Noel Legere? Oh my god, the French, they're here. No. They're gonna know about me speaking French and not knowing French. La Musicale. I sleep now. Go to bed, you stupid. I told you to go to bed like half an hour ago. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna go eat food and go to sleep. Whatever. I do a French accent, not in the slightest, not when I'm not speaking French. I don't know what French sounds like in English. The best I can do is just be like, merci, je suis faux ASMR, je suis Châtel. Ha ha ha. I will dormir. Bonne nuit. That sort of thing. Okay. I'm gonna leave. Goodbye. Happy Pride, everybody. Hope you got cool pins and socks and fun things. Good night. Go eat food. I'm gonna go eat food. Goodbye. And that French Neko audio will be coming out soon because I'm gonna record that. It's fine. And we hope we have a Nintendo Direct. Whatever. Okay, goodbye. Thank you all for watching and donating and being real fakers. Good night. Goodbye.